When Steel talks, everybody listens.
Okay, so we just had the opportunity to interview Nigel Byam, and that's your brother. This is Nigel. Nigel is also a pan player. He has been playing with New Dimension, yes, but also you just shared before we went live that you are also a veteran Cassim player. Talk about your years with Cassim very briefly for us. Cassim in New York.
Yes. It was very. This is when I just started playing, so it was a different environment for what I was used to growing up, going to Grenada and playing with Dimension, and it was just a different atmosphere.
Yeah.
You know, Trinidad panorama and Grenada panorama is completely different. Even the styles of the way they teach and things like that is different. But it was very fun. You know, I mean, I would honestly say that Grenada, they take it serious, don't get me wrong. But Trinidad is on a whole different level. It's like they really live pan. So it was a different...
Yeah, it's an entire season. You have many more steel orchestras.
Exactly.
Yeah,
okay. And the competition was a little more intense also because of the fact that the players were really good. And I just was learning, so I wasn't that good at the time. But yeah, it was amazing. I had lots of fun.
So this is in Trinidad you're talking about?
Well, Trinidad style, because majority of the people were Trinidadians. So, you know.
So when last did you play with Cassim while you were there?
It was a long time. I was probably still in junior high school, somewhere around there. Yeah.
So these days, what's your focus? And we know, of course, you're the director of marketing for New Dimension Steel Orchestra.
Yes.
But you haven't left your love for pan behind. In fact, what you're doing is you're marrying both passions on behalf of New Dimension, and of course, your championship little brother, Nigel.
Yes. That's the main aspect. With him, it's just the passion for it, and he expresses himself in music. Yeah. And I'm a professional basketball player for 8 years, so I'm used to hundreds of cameras being in my face and playing basketball in front of 17,000 people, and he's just not that. You know what I mean? Like, he's completely different. He's more of a quiet guy. I'm more of a talker. So
but when he is in front of the band, he comes
I was
alive.
just getting to that. It was just completely different. Like, and you would see him and you would think, like, no way, this is the guy I'm talking to off the stage. Like, it's a complete difference. Yeah.
As I was saying to him when we were interviewing him, just looking at him just manifest music while he was in front of the New Dimension stateside Japan expression was simply awesome. The bridge over troubled waters. Yes. You know, you have to look at the video a couple of times because you want to look at Cordell just himself by himself, and then you take in the band, or vice versa. But it was incredible.
Yes, I think that's one of the biggest parts with music, and me and him spoke about this. I think that's when people will enjoy the music. If I don't understand pan and I look at Cordell's performance, I would try to figure out what's going on here that he's acting this way, and you know what I mean, like, and you would see him like hand movements and different things like that, and it's like he's literally expressing every
single nuance of the music. Yes,
and it's completely amazing to actually watch. So with that kind of performance, I think anybody, if you don't even know what pan is and you see that performance,
you want to know what's bringing out that kind of passion, that type of energy, that kind of synergy with an orchestra.
Exactly. I think it's great for pan. I mean, this is, you know,
I agree.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
So tell us a bit more about, you know, your relationship with New Dimension. Presently, you're the director of marketing. What does that entail? And what are you looking to bring forward to the global steel band community about New Dimension Steel Orchestra?
So with Dimension, my goal is to actually get the world to know exactly who Dimension is. I'm big on quality, so having quality video, having quality Facebook, Instagram, the whole social media platform, as well as trying to uplift them throughout the year. What tends to happen in Grenada after Panorama, it kind of just, pan has a great decrease. So me and Cordell have been, you know, discussing certain ideas in order to see how we can get something going. At least once every 3 months, quarterly, and throughout the year, we can have at least 4 to 5 events. You know, having an exhibition of pan somehow, regardless if that's with singers, with different things. Like, we went to a concert with Tuvon in Grenada, and it was like amazing. Like me and him was front and center, like looking at this, and it was like with the brass band, and they had a live band behind him, with him being the soloist in the front. And I mean, I've never seen anything like that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Mixing the two, and it's like apart from having a singer, he's the lead, and the singer backs him up. It was really, it was really, it was something different, and I think it gave Pan a next level of importance. It's not a background music, it is the music, it is the lead.
Yes.
So we want to figure out how we can incorporate something like that and a little more advanced in Grenada somehow.
Okay, so you have, should I say, the support of New Dimensions management for this,
Definitely.
and they're looking forward to more visibility
Yes.
with New Dimensions.
Yes. They actually, I brought the idea to them, and they're with it. You know what I mean? They really want to see it grow. And I think we're in a social media era.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, and this is what is going to happen around the world. At the click of your finger, you can literally broadcast something around the world that we
Live,
couldn't do
yes.
20 years ago. So
No.
we have to utilize it. It's free.
So, about, how can people get into contact with you? Via social media, of course, especially if it's relative to New Dimension. Being the director of marketing, you're now the face.
Yes.
More or less.
Kinda.
Yes.
Well,
they're the music, you're the face.
Yes.
So
my main outlet is nigelbyam.com.
Okay.
You would see tons of stuff there, but my
Byam
Instagram,
with B-Y.
B-Y-A-M, Nigel, N-I-G-E-L, Byam.com. And also, my main thing is my Instagram I use,
Okay.
which is pretty simple. I am, like I-A-M, NB21.
Okay. So
Pretty
you have
simple.
that on the side. Excellent.
Yes, and that right there, anybody could contact me about Dimension, and we're definitely taking it into a next level. As well as I always tell people I'm Carter's manager.
Oh, well, hello.
Yes.
He
I always tell him that I'm his manager, and I want to see him excel. Like, I've traveled the world with basketball, and I know for a fact that he can do the same with Pan. You know what I mean? His level of expertise is
even though he says in 10 years he just wants to advise.
I mean,
we have plans for Cordell.
exactly.
Yes.
We have another whole 10-year plan for him. You know what I mean? He should be. I have a 10-year plan in my head that I think he can get to, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna surpass that too. So, we didn't think this was gonna happen this fast.
I think it's sort of we can just sit here planning about him. He's just gonna like. Okay, but do you have? When was the last time you personally played, and do you want to go back to play?
That's funny, because I always tell him. He asks me, "Oh, you coming to play this?" I said, "Carter, I'm not hurting my head with your music. Like, it's not, that, from what I know, my ABC pan, as I call it, to what he plays now is completely different. So that's a whole different level, man. He's on a whole different level, and I'm having too much fun behind the camera.
I hear you.
Videotaping him performing. So I'll just stick to that for now and cheer him on. I'm good with that.
Then sometimes you have to be structured. You have to be on point. So, what are you trying to bring to the table from your experience professionally?
Okay. So the main thing is like, just like basketball or any sport, not any sport, but team sport, I should say. Pan is a team sport.
Yes.
You know what I mean? We have the coach, which is Nigel Byam, who orchestrates everything, and we have the players. Each position, each instrument comes together to win a title or win a game or whatever the case may be. So, with that being said, as we take all of it together, the main thing I think is having a good structure in terms of players that's committed. You know what I mean? The incentives for Pan in Grenada is not great. We can try to work on that to give people, because it's a lot of time and dedication, as you know, to even learn a song. So to try to pay the players better and different things like that is going to help
Make
out
it
the
worth
situation.
their time. And,
You know what I mean? Make it worthwhile. But as we put all of that together and broadcast that to the world, it has to look the part. You know what I mean?
It has to sound the part.
I think we have that covered. I think we got the sound covered.
Yeah.
Cordell definitely has the sound covered.
Oh, no. Cordell and New Dimension and the other orchestras have the sound covered. But we're talking about the sound reinforcement, the engineers who
Definitely.
convey that to the world, because if that is not done properly, then
Exactly.
an orchestra can sound beautiful when you're there in person, but then what goes out on your social media platform or online might not be as representative
Yeah.
accurately.
And in Grenada, I mean, hi to all my friends in Grenadian media. You know, I love you guys, but honestly, it's pretty bad.
So therefore, that's something that you have to focus
That's why
on
I'm
for
personally,
marketing.
yeah, I'm personally taking this upon myself to broadcast PAN to the right target market and to people that don't know about PAN. Because in Grenada, it's like you win Panorama, and it's like you should be on every single head page of news and like all this kind of stuff. There's no reason why Cardell shouldn't have did 20 interviews. You know what I mean? After Panorama, no reason at all. You know, and it's just not respected enough. You know what I mean? And the only way something will be respected if you put it in people's face.
So, as marketing director, did you contact any media outlets to see what there was going to be any follow-up?
I tried. I tried a couple. He had a couple from my lead, a couple interviews and different things like that. But once again, it's like if I make a video and it only touches 400 people, like what's the sense of that? You know what I mean? If I have, and there's a media outlet that has 15 to 20,000 followers,
Understood. Yeah.
that's what we need. You know what I mean? That's what we need to that's important. When something good happens, I tend to think that the news doesn't really want to pick it up. You know what I mean? Apart from something bad happens, then everybody wants to.
A standard way of how the media functions these days.
Yeah, we need something positive, and I think that's my approach towards the PAN. Having a passion as an art form and individual, because you know we have the music, and if we don't have a personality behind the music, it's irrelevant. Like you can love LeBron James, for instance. Hopefully Nigel Byam is your guy's favorite basketball player. But you can love LeBron James, but if you don't know him personally, it's kind of hard to love him as a person. You know what I mean?
So that's why you also want people to get to know
who that guy is. You know,
the
like,
man behind the music, the Cordell.
Yes.
Who is the person who's dancing on stage? He comes alive, but disappears once the...
Exactly. That's my main goal. Like just having people understand him and understand his passion for what he's doing. Regardless if you like that or not, you have to respect the passion that he has for it.
And the talent and the music. And we have all there.
Yes, all of it is there. So that's my number one goal with it. Getting it out there to the right people, and on a professional manner. You know what I mean? I really want it to be. I want it to look really good.
Excellent.
I want it to look like ESPN if it has to. You know.
It must, and it should, and that must be the goal.
Definitely.
Well, Nigel, great meeting you, and
Thank you.
it is indeed a pleasure.
Thank you for having me. It's really nice.